Hi friends, so let's continue with our the Browning version by Terence Rattigan. So entry of Millie makes a difference. So Millie sees Tableau and says, "Waiting for my husband?" Then, "Are you waiting for my husband?" Say, "I have no idea why you have come. Have you come here for doing some extra work? Or have you come here to get some favor from him? Tomorrow he is leaving the school, etc." That may be the context. Tableau is moving down left to the table, that is stage description. Yes, he says. Millie, he's at the bazaars. I might be there quite a time. If I were you, I would go. Yes. He's at the bazaar means bazaar is the accountant. So the next day he is leaving now. He is leaving for the backward school. So she said that he may be there for some time because he may have to settle some accounts and so on with the office of the bursar or the accountant. If I were you, I would go. And if I were a student, definitely I would go away because he is already late and he will again come after some more time. So some more time you will have to wait. So in that case, any ordinary person would quit this place. And doubtfully, Tableau says, he said, most particularly, I was to come. He said, most particularly, I was to come. That means, he says, there is no way out that I cannot disobey him. Or I cannot break that command. It's like a command from my teacher. So I have to, particularly, he said. That means, he said, you have to come, otherwise, you won't be getting your remove, you won't be getting your promotion. Or there is some special reason for that. That for me, he called me because of that. Then Millie says, well, why don't you run away for a quarter of an hour and come back? Why don't you run away for a quarter of an hour and come back? She unpacks something from the basket, that is stage direction. Then Tableau says, supposing he gets here before me, you are sending me, and suppose quarter of an hour he says, and then say 15 minutes, suppose he comes before I come back, what will happen? Smiling, she said, I'll take care of the blame. Don't worry, I'll take care of the blame. I'll look after that. She takes a prescription out of the basket. I tell you what, you can do a job for him. Take this prescription to the chemist and get it made up. So in between, suppose he comes early and you are late, I will manage the situation. And you can do a job for him, some help for him, and that is take this prescription to the chemist and get it made up. Made up means you please go and buy. Then Tableau says, all right, Mrs. Crocker Harris. He crosses towards the door upright. Door upright. So he moves out. Now on the stage, continuing the play, you will see there are only two persons, that is Frank and Millie. I already told you about the background, their relationship. They think Crocker Harris doesn't know. He doesn't know, but actually he knows. Still he tolerates. He tolerates. Now the play deals with the ideas of success and failure. You find a success story represented by Frank and a failure story represented by Crocker Harris. As we know, Crocker Harris, he is a classic teacher, he is a classic scholar, he knows Greek and Latin very well. Then he is unpopular, he is strict, he doesn't crack in jokes, he is all shriveled up, he is feelingless, isn't it? Regarded as a failure. His wife also considers him as a failure. his wife is unfaithful to him. See that? He is unpopular. And we also saw that he is, but at the same time we saw that he has some hold on the students, but he tolerates everyone. Next day he is leaving for good, and the headmaster, if you continue reading the play, you will find that the headmaster again taxes on his tolerance. He asks him to make a speech. Then he also headmaster announces that he won't be getting pension and all those things. So again he is a failure. Now you can, if you have heard Arthur Miller, famous American playwright, his drama, full-length play, Death of a Salesman. There also you can see the story of a failure. That is Willy Loman, the salesman, his death. That is another study in failure. Human failure, you can see. About human success there are many, but human failure, you don't find many stories or many dramas like this. And then you also see that what touches Corder Harris is Tableau. Next day he is leaving. Tableau brings the translation done by Robert Browning, a great Victorian poet. You must have heard of two great Victorian poets. One is Lord Tennyson, the other is Robert Browning. And about Robert Browning, it is said that he is of all the poets of that age, Victorian age. Victorian age because at the time Queen Victoria reigned. That's why it's called Victorian age. 15, so when the Renaissance, 16th century Elizabethan age we said, because Queen Elizabeth was ruling England. Now this is Victoria's age, and so Victorian age. So it was an age of pessimism, but at the same time, there are poets like Robert Browning came up with optimism. The famous lines you probably might have come across, that is, if God is in his heavens, everything is well with the world. So that is belief in God. Now he translated Agamemnon, this play written by father of Greek tragedy, that is Aeschylus. He translated that, Robert Browning. So that's called, it is Browning version. Translation done by Browning of Agamemnon tragedy written by Aeschylus, the Greek writer of tragedies or father of tragedies, they say. Not Greek father, he is considered as the father of tragedies. And then he also wrote something on it, an inscription on it. See, when you give a gift, I remember once when I was a student, I had a teacher, a Greek teacher. So Granville Barker's Shakespeare criticism. I don't know whether you know it or not, Granville Barker. And he presented it to me. And on the first page, he wrote an inscription. There was an inscription. He wrote a few. Do not mock me, fellow student. I still remember. Do not mock me, fellow student. That's a quotation from Hamlet. So he wrote it and gave it to me. And it's still with me. I'm holding it. The teacher is in heaven. I am praying for him every day. That's the relationship between students and teachers. Now here what happens, as I said, he, in spite of all this, Tableau loved him. Tableau respected him. We saw in the play that he imitated him. He imitated with him a throaty voice, top off, I have given you whatever you want, whatever you deserve, neither less nor more. These things that he imitated, but even then, heart of heart, Tableau had some respect and love for Crocker Harris. So, on the last day of school, he gave a gift. And the gift is, as I already told you, the translation of Agamemnon made by or authored by the great Victorian poet Robert Browning, on which he had his inscription and he gave a gift to him. So a man who considered himself as a failure, who thought that I am a good for nothing person or nobody loves me. See, that was his impression. When he received this gift from the student, he was touched. He became emotional. So it is from here you get the title of this play, the Browning version. The Browning version means the translation of Agamemnon done by the poet Browning. That is Browning version here means translation. The Browning version. So that is the title of this play. I hope now you understand. Then, because another thing is that deep in Crocker Harris's mind, he has a very tragic feeling that since he is a failure, he is being pushed to another or moved to another school. And that school's name is Backward School. The teacher, a classic scholar, teacher of a classics, he is moved to Backward School. So it is, in some corner of his heart, he was really pained. It is at that moment, his student Taplow, who probably might have thought that Crocker Harris is harsh on him, because Crocker Harris did not or refused to publish or tell him about his promotion or record his promotion for him to move to the 6th form even on the last day of the school. He might have thought like that, but he had this love and respect for this teacher. Now, who is a great teacher here? Is it that slack? We say now that Frank, who teaches science, but he doesn't like science. Is he a success or is Crocker Harris a success? He is a slacker among the teachers, and also he doesn't observe professional etiquette. So in others he would never have asked Taplow to imitate his teacher Crocker Harris. And he encouraged it, not only once but twice. Therefore, what we say, so it's up to you to judge who is a success, who is a failure. Who is a failure? I told you, students, teachers who are very popular, making fun with the students, and then they put their hands on their shoulders, they go together to cafe, to take coffee or take ice cream, eat ice cream, all kinds of things they do. They're very popular when they are in service or when the students, at the time when the students attend their classes. But once, after many years, you are in a profession and you are thinking about your past days, definitely the so-called unpopular teachers will be still living in the minds of the students. I have seen that. I have experienced. That's why I am telling you this. So all this bye, hello, hey, etc. it will all disappear when the students go from the school or college, wherever it is. But those who were really scholars, those who were really teachers, see that, then they will be remembered by the students later in life. That's another thing that you can learn from this play. So that is Backward School, I told you. And as I told you, if you are interested in studies in failures, you can also take a, this is a very small play, small book. Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman, where you see another failure, another failed man, that is failed in life, that is Willy Loman. So this is just to show you a way. See, if you want to do it, you can. If you have time, simple English, American English, it's simple. Yes. So life is like that. Understand? There are certain people who think that they are success. Certain people, they think that they are failures. But when all is said and done, what remains in the minds of students, as you can see, are those whom they thought were failures when they were in the school or college days or school days. So, hope that you enjoyed my explanation, my class. Share it with others. Let them also get benefit out of my classes. I'll be very happy if you like this, if you share this, and if you think that it is useful and beneficial to you. Bye. Have a nice time. So here it is, anti-COVID, or you can say pro-vaccine. So you have what our accent now is on a vaccine. Packs our brains to produce a vaccine. And easy access to an effective vaccine is the surest access to our success in this fight, in this terrible fight against corona, the killer virus. Let us all pray. Let us all put our energy together. Let us all put our good wishes together. Let us appeal to the cosmic energy to help humans to produce a vaccine against, because our survival is, we are under threat, we can say. Everybody, small, young, the people of different race, irrespective of any of these things, everybody is under threat. So it is time for us to come together and appeal to the cosmic energy, whatever you call God, or there are many people call God by other names. It's only one we know, but the different religions have different ways of approaching God. So let us put all this together, and then let us try. Let us pray that those engaged in producing a vaccine may produce that vaccine at the earliest. Wish you all the best. Bye.